Hello everyone, my name is Geeta and welcome to your pick-a card reading. So the title of this video is going to be, What Did They Tell People About You? But before we get started, I'd just like to say really quickly that if you like this kind of video and you would like for me to keep making videos of this title, please give it a thumbs up so I know that you do. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see all the details on how to do that in the video description below. Also in the video description is where you'll find your timestamps. So this is going to be stone number 1 with the amethyst, stone number 2 with the blue aventurine, stone number 3 with the lapis lazuli, and stone number 4 with the green aventurine. So you can go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you like, but I'm going to go ahead and get started and let's find out. What do they tell people about you? What are they saying? Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 1 with the amethyst, and let's find out what your person is saying about you. Alright, so we have the 3 of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 3 of Pentacles. And then clarifying the 3 of Wands, we have the 3 of Wands, because that always happens to me. I left it in because I thought it was really trying to say something about that. Alright, and clarifying the Queen of Wands, we have the Page of Wands. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Hierophant. Clarifying the 3 of Pentacles, we have the Devil. Then clarifying the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, we have Cross. Clarifying the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands, we have Heart. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant, we have Trophy. Clarifying the 3 of Pentacles and the Devil, we have Ladybug. And then for your Oracle cards, we have Hardship, Positivity, we have Listening, number 53, and number 45, Sad Embrace. And I haven't read that one before. I have read that one, but I haven't read that one, so I might want to go over that with you really quickly. I'll probably do a quickie on that one. Try to get the gist of that one. Alright, so what is this person saying about you? They're saying that you're very goal-orientated and they actually have long-term goals that they want to have with you. Like there's certain things they want to have with you in your life in the long term, and then on top of that you're also very goal-orientated as well. They also say that you're very crafty and you're very creative. I feel like that you've gone through a lot of trials and a lot of crises, and it's basically helped make how you are today. We have this Hardship and Positivity. With Hardship and Positivity, I'm really feeling like it's saying that even though you've gone through a lot of difficult times, but you always remain or try to stay positive in it, which helps you get through it. With the Queen of Wands, they find you to be very confident, very passionate, someone who is very influential, someone who is very sexually attractive or physically attractive. They find you to be beautiful. They find you to be very inspiring. They say that this person, they're very inspiring. They really inspire me and they make me want to go through things. You inspire them to set goals, and you're a really positive influence on them. Because they see that you overcoming these hardships and they're like, well, if this person can do it, I can do it too. And they actually say they love you. And they tell other people, there's somebody that they're telling that they love you. And that you make them really happy, and that you're very kind and they want to have more with you. Again, like, they feel like that you're someone who has a lot of faith, and you're possibly even aware of the karmic cycle, and You're trying to follow your path. You're trying to follow your destiny. And again, it's have goals. You have goals. You might be somebody, not all of you, I'm sure, but there's going to be some of you, I'm feeling like, are going to be having fame. Like you might be becoming famous, or someone who has like really has a lot of ambition to achieve a lot of things. And they say that to other people. They say this person is going to be very victorious, this person's very successful, or they're going to be very successful, and that you're going to basically win. They just find you to be very ambitious and someone who's very goal oriented, and they really like this about you. And that you have a lot of faith in your path and your destiny and what you're going to actually be doing, and that you're doing things to actually take action in order to have those happen too. There is something else that is trying to tell me about, I don't know, it could be a third party situation because there's all these threes. But I feel like there is something, like I kept trying to, I went over, and I know I don't have all the cards here. I had to go through like dozens of cards for this to clarify this area right here. But what I'm getting out of there could be like some kind of hardship. For some of you, it could be that they're saying that you have a difficult relationship that you're in, or you're being restricted in some way, shape, or form with the devil here. They're feeling like you're being restricted by something. But again, it's like you're overcoming that because you have the solid foundation. Like you have a really good core inside of you, you're able to overcome this. For some of you, I'm feeling like there is another relationship and that you're going to have to overcome, or they're going to have to overcome in order to be able to get with you. But they do want to have more. All right, so we have number 53. I'm going to try to figure out how they're wording. I'm going to use this intuition, like intuitively. All right, so listening. So I am picking up that you're a very good listener. It's just saying that. I don't even know if that's part of the meaning. It says an open heart will hear the message. All right, so I'm getting that you have a really open heart. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. So you know when to listen and when to be silent when someone else, like you're not one of those people who are always talking about themselves, like me, and you're not super self-centered. You're like, you listen to other people and you care about other people. You're very compassionate with other people and you listen to what they're saying because you've gone through hardship yourself, and so you're very understanding of other people's situations. It says, pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said at the moment. So also they also say that you're very aware of other people. Again, it's like you're very empathic. You're empathetic to other people, and you're able to pick up when other people are feeling certain ways. So you can actually see through other people's behavior and everything like that in order to see like if there's something really wrong with somebody or not. And then it says, listen with your heart, not just your ears. And that's what they're saying about you. Maybe not with those exact words, but you know what I mean. You'll find clarity receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign that ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances. So again, it's like they feel like that you have this greater understanding. You have a connection with spirit, and that is you're being divinely guided, and they just feel like you have like a lot of answers, and you understand, you can see the bigger picture of things. So sad embrace, you may be entering into a period where loss is a theme. So again, as I'm getting this is like about loss and being positive through loss. Perhaps you're having to let go of a long cherished dream. So take heart. Yeah. For some of you, I'm feeling like you might be ending a relationship. Maybe you're going through a divorce or something like that, and you're trying to let go, and maybe right now you're not able to really come forward or do anything because you're restricted by that. I feel like it's trying to say that you had a relationship that was maybe like based on a faulty foundation, and you've learned a lot from this negative relationship in the past, and you've grown from it and you've tried to make it into something positive instead of being all in your ego and blaming. But that's what it's saying about that for the most part. But anyways, it sounds pretty good for the most part. I wouldn't complain about if someone's saying that to me. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see all the details on how to do that in the video description below. All right, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 2. All right, so here we have the cards for stone number 2 with the blue aventurine. And let's go ahead and find out what your person's been saying about you. I'm dropping cards. All right, so the first card we have is the Sun. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and then clarifying the Sun, we have Judgment in the reverse. We have the Three of Wands. Clarifying the Three of Wands, we have the Six of Wands. Sorry, my bad. Clarifying the Four of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups. Clarifying the Knight of Wands, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Then clarifying Judgment in the reverse, we have Compass. Clarifying the Six of Wands, we have Wolverine. Clarifying the Ace of Cups, we have Moose. Clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, we have House. And then for your oracle cards, we have Make It Gods, which I haven't seen that card before, but I have a bunch of new oracle cards. And then we have Service. Then we have number 30, Making a Choice. And then we have number 14, Ride the Wave. So what are they saying about you? Well, it's pretty good. So they feel like, they say that you're actually pretty positive and you try to see the good in other people. You try not to be very judgmental of other people. And you're always trying to seek the truth in a direction, and you're always trying to find your way. You like know where you're going, like you trying to find and stay on your life path. So you're like a person who's trying to be on the ultimate path. That's what they're basically saying. And I call the ultimate path as someone who actually, it's like one of the most difficult paths because it's a path of service where you're kind and do kind things with others. You're not into your ego and stuff. They say that you're someone who is very fierce, you're very powerful, and you're very determined. And you're also assertive. You have long-term goals, you know what that you want to do, and you're very successful. You're also a very good leader, and you're very lucky. Like a lot of things happen to you by luck. But it's not by luck, but they say that. But that's not true. I'm picking that up from this because this elephant's nose is in the upright. I don't know, that really jumped out at me. It could be that you're lucky with something to do with your home. Maybe you have a good family. Maybe you're lucky in that way. Let me know in the comment below. That's mostly intuitive there. Alright, so I do see a situation for some of you. You might want to be going on a vacation. Maybe you want to go on a vacation with them, or you just like to travel in general. But I am seeing that some of you are going on a vacation. They're kind of talking about that. And then either way, they feel like that you're somebody who reflects, and you know how to rest, and almost like, and you're like somebody who might meditate. And they actually love you, and they love that about you. They find you to be very independent, and that's seen here and here. someone who's very independent, how you don't have a problem having time on your own because you're very emotionally fulfilled. Like, you're able to make yourself happy. You're emotionally fulfilled. You might want to be around other people, but you don't need other people in order to be happy. You have a very good attitude. You have a positive attitude, and in stressful situations, you commonly will stay calm, cool, and collected. They say that you're a very ambitious person, but you're also a very passionate person. You're very adventurous, and you like to do things, like you'll go off and do things on your own. You don't wait around for other people in order to do things, so you might be one that travels off by yourself, goes and does things without other people. Like, you know how some people, I don't know, even when it comes to just like going out and having fun, you kind of take along a friend. I'm guilty. I totally want to take someone around. I go and do a lot less things because I don't have people I can regularly go do things with. But at the same time, you also have very good roots in a stable foundation, and you know what you're going. I'm hearing that some of you actually own your own home, even though some of you may be single. A lot of you may be single. But you own your own home, or you're definitely taking care of your own stuff. Again, I'm picking up that for a lot of you, there's a lot of you who have good families, like you come from a good family and that you have good upbringing. Either way, it's like you know where you belong. You have traditions. There could be some kind of cultures or something. You might have some kind of something with cultures. And you're also someone who's emotionally calm and wise. You also could be somebody who's very intuitive. And someone who is very emotional, though. Not emotional like in a negative way, but in a positive way. It just makes you very compassionate. So I'm going to start with these. So this kind of makes sense when I go from here to here. Okay, so 30, making a choice. I'm going to kind of go over it and then try to pull what they're trying to say out of it. Because it kind of like sometimes gives like advice or something. It tells you something. It says, you're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road and must make a conscious choice regarding the next action, the next right action. Whatever your choice is, you must take responsibility for it, yet you needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now because, all right, but here, like, trust your intuition. Ask for a sign from Spirit and you will be led to the right path. So what I'm really feeling like is that they're saying that like you're able to communicate with Spirit and you're able to stay on the correct path or know the correct path, or know, like, when you come to a point where you have to make a choice in your life and you have to make a decision, you're able to do that because you're able to discern what you're supposed to be doing. Also, that you also, like, for a lot of you, I feel like that a lot of you are wanting to serve God, or you're you're a light worker in some way, shape, or form. Let me know in the comments below if you are and what you do. I would be curious about that, because I'm seeing make it God's and then service. So it's like you're serving God, but it says release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives when there is no grasping the right action. The right actions get shown. So like when you're not attached to any way, any certain outcome, and you're having more of an open mind or an open stance when it comes to like what the outcome is going to be, not how it's going to be. You're open to it being whatever. Then it's saying that then you get shown the correct path to go down. It says, free me from my prison of my dear Lord. And then it says, you stop using the universe to try and get what you want and start asking love to use you. So it's like service. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, I'm like, you're very compassionate. That's what I'm hearing. And you, like, I can see some of you going and helping people who are like disabled or something like that for some of you. Like going and visiting somebody who is also hurt in a hospital. I see you doing that. Just going out of your way to do kind things for other people to make them feel better when they're in a low point in their life or when they need help. It says, ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. So again, it's like about the grasping. It's again, I feel like, I don't know if they actually say this, but it's saying that you are somebody who is not attached to any one way of being and that you're very open. So they might say like you're open-minded. You're not trying to manipulate things to make it the way you'd want it to be. And then we have ride the wave. Let me see what it says. Right now, success is easy and effortless. You can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. And that they are saying that you are abundant, because you're saying you have the 9 of Pentacles here. We have being independent. We have being a good leader with the 6 of Wands. You're also very victorious. You might even get public recognition for some of the things that you do. It says, the tide has turned and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all your talents coupled with your hopes and dreams will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Know that you're definitely on the right path. So it's saying like you're on the right path. I feel like if they say anything, they say that you know what path you should be on. You know what, you're on the right path. You know where you're going. You have these goals and everything. You have good roots. You have a good foundation in your life. And basically, I don't know, it's like, however they would word, like you're some kind of like master manifester. But it's just like, but you don't do it because you're trying to manipulate the situation. You're doing it because out of service, which I can really relate. I'm trying to figure out, there was like something else I wanted to say about that one. It's driving me nuts. I'm trying to remember what I was going to say about that. What was I going to say? All your talents coupled with your hopes and dreams will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of particular activity. No spectacular activity. Know that you're definitely on the right path. It's like you know that you're on the right path. You know where you're going. I feel like they might say that like things kind of come easier for you than other people. Like just knowing. So it's a lot going to have something to do with you knowing, you know, you're being able to discern. You're always able to know what path to take and which way to go. I don't know. I feel like they kind of envy a little bit you in that sense. Because they don't, I'm feeling like at least most of them, they don't know. They wish they could be more like that. Either way, you're a very good person. And I mean, that's really awesome. This is a really good reading. Wish me luck on the other two. I don't usually this kind of it doesn't keep going like this when it comes to these readings. Eventually someone's going to say something naughty. But anyways, wish me luck. Also, pray for me since you're so good at serving God. I do too. I like to serve God as well. Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 2. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 3. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 3 with a lapis lazuli, and let's find out what your person's been saying about you. Alright, so we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. We have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. We have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Two of Wands. All right, and then we have the Two of Wands again, clarifying the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Clarifying the Nine of Swords in the reverse, we have the Two of Cups. Clarifying the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the Hangman. There's some heavy Pisces energy in this one. And Libra energy. And then we have the Devil, I guess in Capricorn too. But I just seeing that is a choice. I'm starting to read it before I even got it all down. All right, so we have Road. Clarifying the Two of Wands. Clarifying the Two of Cups. We have Garden. Clarifying the Hangman, we have Dog. Clarifying the Devil, we have Hummingbird. And then for your Oracle cards, we have Aging, Self-Acceptance. Then we have number 16, Rescue. Then we have number 52, Magical Map Shifter. So what are they saying about you? Oh boy. For some of you, or all of you, I'm feeling like they're saying like you can be really kind of mean at times, but it's not like you're trying to be mean. It's more like that you're not aware of, maybe you don't understand how much power you have. Some of you, I'm feeling like it's saying that you need to be more mean. I'm getting like a couple different things, but it's about being more assertive. There's like a choice. This is all screaming choice. Okay. They're saying that you have this choice that you're supposed to be making, but you're restricted. Right now you're kind of tied down. And some of you, I feel like you're tied down by negativity. Some of you might be tied down by another relationship. A relationship where things are not working out. But you're so loyal. You might be in a relationship. For those of you who are in a relationship, you're just so loyal. Even though your relationship's not working out, you're just having a hard time being able to walk away. Because you're just so loyal, you're like by default. So it restricts you. Either way, they keep talking about how you're like kind of at a crossroads and you have to weigh these options. There's like a choice that needs to be made. You have a lot of choices. They might say that, you know, you have a lot of choices, and maybe that's part of your problem is that you have so many choices that you're having a hard time making a decision because you have so many choices. And I feel like they say that you are worried possibly about some kind of relationship, maybe how your relationship how you'll be viewed publicly by other people if you like maybe left this other relationship. Maybe you're worried about public criticism. You're overly worried about it, if anything, with the Nine of Swords in the reverse. For some of you, they might be saying that you're trying to do something about it, but they do say that they love you and they want a relationship with you, and they want there to be union. They want there to be an equal give and take. I feel like they're saying like you have these long-term goals that you're making, like you're making plans and you're trying to make the correct choice to be able to stay on your path, but it's like you're tied down, you're restricted by one of your choices, and you keep looking and you're looking out like you gotta, like you can choose something else, but it's like you can't let go of this one wand, you know, that is bolted down to the wall. I feel like it's saying that your relationship that you're currently in, if you're in a current relationship, is not on a very solid foundation, and it's going to have to be sacrificed. But again, it's saying that you're just so faithful and everything, you're having a hard time having this Ten of Cups because you're right. I feel like they're saying like that you're not happy in your current situation. That they're just saying that you're very loyal and everything. You are a bit worried about what other people are gonna think about your situation. If you're not in a relationship, then they're saying that maybe you won't get into a relationship with them or with somebody because of what people will think. Either way, there's like, for some of you, I do see that there's a different crowd of you. There's a lot of people, this is a general reading, but there's some of you, they say they want to go with you on a date, and they're worried about asking you to go on a date. Okay, that's for some of you, and you know who you are, hopefully. But again, it's like, I'm getting that a lot of you are really restricted. I feel like some of you are just kind of being weighed down by darkness too. You're being restricted by a negative energy, it almost feels like. And they need you, they're saying that like they feel like they want to help lift you out of negativity or something like that, or that you need to be lifted out of it. But I definitely am feeling like they're saying that you need to make a choice. So let's go ahead with these down here, because I think they kind of go with these two cards when I start reading them. The other ones can make some more sense. Even though I am getting stuff from it, but... Alright, so we have number 16, Rescue. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to try to get out of it like what it's saying. I don't know, this just got my attention. What is that? I can't pick it up. There we go. It's a hot air balloon. It looks kind of, it's like green. It looks kind of like bushes. Okay, I'm going to read this. It says, you're always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. So they're feeling like you need to ask for help, but there's some people who might need to be asking for help, and it's not easy for you to ask for help. And it's saying, however, that's what you need to do right now as you expand your life. So it's saying that you need to ask for help. They're saying that about you. You find yourself in that era that you need help. There's some of them are saying that like you need to be rescued. You can expect help with whatever issue is at hand right now. You only need to ask. So they're also saying that, obviously they can't help you because you might also, for some, you may be refusing help, or you're refusing advice, and you're refusing to take any help, but they are waiting for you, and they would be willing to help you if you asked. The most important support you can expect is from Spirit, though. Get into a right relationship with the divine, and you'll see the many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There's no need to fear. There's no need to fear. Safety is a place within. All right, and then we have 52, Magical Map Shifter. And then it says, Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. When the Magical Map Shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. So I feel like they're saying like either you have come into their life in order to help with their personal growth. It could go either way. It could go both ways. They could be saying that you're meant to come into their life to help them grow, but also that they're supposed to help you grow. Also, but I am picking up that maybe you have some kind of mission. They might say that there's something that you're meant to do. There's something they're picking up that there's something that you're supposed to be doing, some kind of predestined, some kind of destined thing that they feel like you're meant to do. And this is restricting you. You're being restricted from being able to do that path. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be. So I really feel like they really want to, they might be saying like, This person really makes me want to reach my full potential. I want to help this person reach their full potential, something like that. Or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety and success. So again, a lot of them, I'm feeling like a lot of them want to help lead you to safety and to success. Now, I am feeling like there's some of you who are probably pretty successful already, but it's like, compared to what actually can be, like what is actually destined, it's like nothing compared to what you're actually meant to do. And it says, pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today, because you are then cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change of agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you to be a better version of yourself. So this is like a better version of yourself. So like they want to help, make you, maybe accept yourself, Also, I'm feeling like some of you might be getting older. There's some kind of, maybe some of you are having difficulty accepting yourself as you're getting older. Let me read this. It says, I am one with unlimited love beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine. So I'm really feeling like, also there might be an age difference for some of you, and they might be feeling like they're saying like there's an age difference, and they're not sure if you'll accept them being older or something, or younger, something like that. I'm picking up that as well. I think that's something they think about. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arise spontaneously. May I rest in your oneness, dear divine. So nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. So I'm feeling like it's like they want to help you also work on yourself. They might be saying that you need to work on yourself. You also need to accept yourself. And that there is, they feel like they're meant to come into your life in order to help you become the best version of yourself, or the other way around, or you're meant to come into their life to help them become the best version of themselves, or maybe even both for some of you. Anyways, that was pretty complicated. That's all I have for stone number 3. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I appreciate it, and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 4. All right, so here we have the cards for stone number 4 with the green aventurine, and let's find out what your person's been saying about you. Alright, so we have Justice in the reverse. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Queen of Cups. Then clarifying Justice in the reverse, we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarifying the Two of Wands, we have the Page of Swords. Clarifying the Eight of Cups in the reverse, we have the Three of Cups. And clarifying the Queen of Cups, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. And then clarifying the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, we have Light Bulb. Clarifying the Page of Swords with the Two of Wands, we have Tracks. Clarifying the Three of Cups and the Eight of Cups in the reverse, we have Stars. And clarifying the Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands in the reverse, we have Head of the Pack. Okay, and then, sorry, I start picking up things sometimes when I'm talking to you guys. Alright, so then we have also Perfectionism for our Oracle cards. We have True Love. Ooh, okay. Then we have number 50, Compass. Then we have 52, Magical Map. shifter. All right, so what is this person saying about you? There's been some kind of situation where maybe they feel like, or you feel like that you treated them unfairly, and maybe you left them out of the cold, or it could go either way, but it's like a realization of this. There's been some kind of emotional breakthroughs. There's been some kind of breakthrough, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse indicates an upturn of events. So they might be saying how things have improved, that you've realized these things. There's something that's been realized, and because of this, there's a potential for this to be rectified here. Justice in the reverse. They're saying like you have some kind of choice that you're supposed to be making, or you have this kind of path that you're supposed to be going down, and there's some kind of communication, maybe from them or from spirit or from you, or communicating to them about where you're going and what you want to do, how you're very determined about to do the things that you want to do. You have the choice, the potential to manifest what you want in your life. That you're very determined, and you says, I think I can. You can go the distance. You're someone who I feel like is just very determined and trying to make forward movement. Also, I feel like they're saying that you're a very honest person. You're like, you tell the truth. Also, I'm seeing like with the Eight of Cups, it's kind of like, it feels like they're saying like they couldn't avoid. They can't avoid. They can't walk away. I feel like they can't walk away from the situation. So I feel like something might have happened with this, something unfair happened. And then because, I don't know, I think you were making these positive movements forward, and and even though all this time has gone by, or maybe it's only been a moderate amount of time, for some of you it could have been a longer period of time, but they just have not been able to really walk away from you. They haven't stopped being able to think about you. It's like they're saying that they're feeling like there's like this really strong attraction between the both of you. And they feel like you give them, like, make them feel blessed. They could be falling in love with you. They might say that they're falling in love with you. To someone, or you're definitely like a wish. You give them hope. They also are saying that they can't, another reason why they can't walk away, they can't stop thinking about you because they dream about you often. So even if they try not to think about you, they dream about you. I've been in that situation before, where I haven't been able to, I would try to forget about somebody, and then I would go like months without thinking about them, and then I would have a dream about them, and then I'd get sad because I missed them or whatever. Also, I don't know, something with the mermaids is catching my eye too, so maybe somebody's into mermaids. But they find you to be a star. Also, I'm hearing like a constellation. Maybe think of the song that I like, Constellation. By the musical group is called Leche, like milk in Spanish, and it's called Constellation, but in Spanish, Constellation. I like this song. I don't know, I just started thinking about this song. But I don't know, that came to mind. So they might say, Either way, you give them like a strong sense of peace, and they might, I mean, at nighttime, they think about you, and everything is quiet and still, and they can't, and they're trying to fall asleep. They think about you, and then on top of that, they have dreams, and when they're not thinking about you, they have dreams. Oh, wow. There's a strong mutual attraction between both of you, though. Also, you might be around each other under the guise of being friends. Also, there could be a third-party situation where somebody could be in a relationship with somebody else. It could be them or you. It doesn't matter. It might be you. Or them. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. It might be them. Hang on, I'm thinking. Yeah, them. I'm going with them. Okay, for most of you. Let me know in the comments below. I'm like thinking, is this like, okay. So also they're saying that you're someone who, you may have psychic abilities. They might be saying that you're very intuitive. You a very loving person. You're a very compassionate person. You might be a teacher, or you might be a counselor, a therapist, something like that. Someone who helps other people. You could be a light worker or a healer. That's what the Queen of Cups is, generally. There's some kind of delay, though, on your ship coming in, but that's what I'm feeling like this is. They might say there's like, you've been delayed, okay, on your ship coming in with that 3 of Wands, but you're definitely going to be successful. You're the head of the pack. You're in competition. So I'm feeling like they might be saying like you're number one. Like if there's a third party situation, you're in their mind, they can't stop thinking about you, and they want to be with you more than the other person. So there could be a competition between you and another person, and you're like first, and you're very persistent. You're like dominating, and you do things when it comes to like what you want to do in your life. You get it done. You have a really strong drive. All right, let's go ahead and address this. So it says permission to make, this is perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. So what they are saying is, though, that you're a perfectionist, and they actually like this about you. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a perfectionist myself. I don't know. I don't think anything's wrong with it as long as you're able to accept things, that you can't be perfect at everything. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying to be your best, you know. And so that's what I'm getting, is like you're always trying to be the best you that you could be. Also, they say that, you know, they truly love you. They feel like that maybe you truly love them. There's true love here. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner. But the sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy. For you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know true love. So they feel like that what is between the both of you is true love. They love you, and they truly love you. So let's go over these really quick. Number 50, compass. I'm going to try to pull out what they're trying to say with these cards here. It says compass. As long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. Okay. It says you're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Money, prosperity, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that spirit is working on your life. So even if you feel lost temporarily, it will find your way. So I'm really feeling like they're saying that even if you feel lost, you always manage to find your way, and that you have very strong faith in communication with spirit, and you always try to keep your compass at true north. You're able to do that. You're able to find your path. You have a good internal compass, I'm also hearing. It says, with spirit as true north, will ensure that you'll never be lost even on a starless night when all seems dark. And so it's I kind of got this like the starness and light. Like sometimes I feel like they're saying that like you're like a star in a starless night. You're like that one star they can see, and it kind of helps them as well stay on their true north. All right, and then we have 52, Magical Map Shifter. It says, Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. When the Magical Map Shifter card comes around, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. So it says, perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty into a place of safety or success. But what I'm getting at is that this person, so this card is about, so I feel like what they're saying is that they, like, you make them want to be the best version of what they can be, to be the best person that they could be. Also, because they see you striving so hard to be the best version of yourself. And that they feel like that you've come into your life to help them achieve that. And that you kind of help lead them out of difficulty. Again, it's like leading you help lead this person. You're like a star in the sky. You're like the light at the end of the tunnel. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. So they feel like you're somebody who's meant to help change them. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The Magical Map Shifter always initiates you to be a better version of yourself. So you make them become a better version of yourself, and you make them want to become a better person. So that's what they say about you. Anyways, hopefully that has been informative for you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's all I have for stone number 4, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.